The thing is if you saw our fridge, it's like 80% beer, 20% food.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode. I'm Jeff.
I'm Jacob.
I'm John.
And today we're reviewing Chapman Crafted Old Town Block Party IPA. This is 7.14%. It's brewed with Galaxy and Amarillo hops, and it's fresh. It's brand new. Jacob from Craft Cascade brought this beer to us. It's been sitting in your fridge for how long?
Picked it up Saturday.
Saturday, so like maybe
fresh.
4 days, four or 5 days, yeah. So
fresh.
This is super fresh. We're gonna go ahead and crack it open and try it. You guys ready?
Yeah.
We're ready.
Let's have some beer. Well, guys, the beer is poured. Let's go ahead and dig into it. Let's try the aroma. Cheers. Oh, man, that is Tropic Central.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Woo-wee.
Lots of different fruity notes going on in here.
That is a tropical fruit basket on your nose, man. I'm getting pineapple, I'm getting guava, I'm getting papaya, I'm getting mango, I'm getting a little bit of peach as well, like some of those sweeter fruits. Man, this is, woo.
He's getting the Chiquita banana hat.
I'm getting the Chiquita banana hat going on for sure.
Yeah, I think a couple days has actually done this good because I cracked it pretty much maybe the next day I got it. And I was a little disappointed just because I've had a hazy IPA from Chapman when they were first opened, and I loved it. And as soon as I cracked this one, I was expecting that same profile, and I didn't quite get it. Now that I'm smelling this, though, it seems like they're
it's definitely bouquet.
Yeah,
for sure.
So that's a good sign.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. One thing to note as well, I mean, if you guys haven't heard of Chapman Crafted before, they are rated in the top 10 best breweries in Orange County. And in Orange County alone, we have a lot of breweries, so that's definitely saying a lot. The aroma's got me excited.
Yeah.
Let's see how it tastes, yeah?
Let's give it a shot.
Dig in.
Cheers.
Ooh, that is fruity deliciousness. Tropical fruity deliciousness.
And bitter. It's still got a ton of bitterness.
And bitter.
It's a very bright bitterness. It's very bright on the tongue. It pops. Even the bitterness kind of pops. If that makes sense to you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the malts too are kicking in pretty well as well. I mean, this is a really well-balanced New England style IPA. Oh man, I want to keep drinking it. I'm sitting there thinking, okay, this is a 7.1%, 14% IPA, and damn, like, I don't know if it tastes like that. Maybe the hop presence kind of gives it that notion, but all the other flavors coming out are just smooth and velvety and fruity and
smooth and mellow. I don't know if I would necessarily say that my palate is saying it's a 7.14.
Yeah.
Yes, the bitterness does maybe give it that illusion, I guess, or that idea, but it feels like a 6, maybe a 6.2.
Yeah.
To me, anyways, right? It doesn't feel very strong. So it's mellow, it's velvety, the mouthfeel is amazing. It's really just the lingering aftertaste going on, right? That might
Well, now that we've talked about the beer a little bit, let's get into the rating. John, how would you rate the aroma on this beer?
The aroma on this beer is actually like 8.5. I enjoy it. It's tropical. It's the Chiquita Banana Hat Girl. Like, I know we refer to that a lot, but realistically, like, that gives a great idea of what flavors we're actually tasting. It's just an array of tropical fruits. I really, really enjoy the aroma. I almost feel like all I get is a tropical though, right? Let's check it. Yeah. So I get a little bit of the hops and a little bit of the malts, but there's a lot more tropical for me. And for that reason, I give it an 8.5. I kind of would have rather had a stronger hop and malt presence.
Well, I mean, to me, that's still really surprising, seeing as John is not a fan of these juicy IPAs, and he's scoring it high because it's juicy. So, I mean, that just warms my heart.
I'm scoring it because the expectation of what the can is and what's in my glass is
matches.
right.
Okay.
That's why I'm scoring it. I'm not scoring it because I like it or I dislike it. I'm scoring it because it's my expectation. If I scored it on my liking, I would be like, yeah, this is a 4. Because I don't like it. Like, I don't like fruity beers, man. I mean, I just don't.
It's all good.
I can't give that rating.
All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and score the aroma myself, and I'm going to give it an 8 as well. It's got a fantastic fruity aroma. I mean, as I was pouring this beer, I could smell the fruits kicking up on the nose. I mean, it's really exciting, and that's what you expect out of a Northeastern style IPA. And I'm glad that, you know, a few days did this beer some good. I mean, I don't know what it was like day 1, but day 5 or whatever we're at right now is definitely working for it. How about you, Jacob?
I think I'm gonna give it a 7. I like it. Maybe it's just because I have this weird nostalgic or memory of Vacuum Transport. I remember really enjoying that beer from Chapman Crafted, and this isn't quite hitting the aroma or the flavor of that one in my mind. Once again, it could be just what I think I remember of that beer. You know, so
Comparison is a thief of all joy.
it really is. That might be exactly what's happening with this guy. I'm directly comparing it to Vacuum Transport. So, whatever.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and talk about the flavor. I'll start. I'm gonna give it a 9 actually.
Oh wow.
And I know it's really high score, but here's the thing. I haven't had Vacuum Transport.
Okay.
And I've had quite a few of Chapman Crafted's beers, and I've always been craving a New England style IPA from them, and I'm like, man, all their other beers are so good. Like, I would love to have a Northeastern hazy IPA from them. And then they came out with these cans, and I was like, shit, man, I can't make it out to pick up the cans. And then Jacob comes to the rescue and brings this, and I'm trying it, and, you know, 5 days aged, I mean, this thing kicks ass for me. Like, this is what I want out of a New England style IPA. It's fruity, it's tasty, I get a little bit of malt, I get that nice, like, velvety feeling of that New England style, and just, oh man, I don't know, it's like overripe fruit. Even in the finish is like overripe pineapple. It's like, oh, like I would love to be sitting on the balcony of a luxury hotel in Maui sipping on this beer. Like, that's what I'm thinking. Like, this is
all right.
Honestly,
I mean, it's good for me.
He could not nail that better.
Yeah.
So all I was imagining was Hawaii.
Okay, cool.
Okay,
well, then
nice.
I got it, and that's why
Yeah.
I'm giving it a high score, and I'll pass it off to you, John. Where are you going with it?
So for me, the rating is going to be just like the aroma. It's 8.5. So again, it's based upon expectation, not based upon my like or dislike. As I was drinking it and the tropical flavors that I'm getting from it, the tropical aroma and the tropical taste, puts me in Hawaii. It puts me in Maui. It puts me right back where I was with guava and pong juice.
Pog juice.
Puts me right back in with pog juice, right, which is a guava juice. I enjoyed it. It's definitely tasteful. So yeah, 8.5 on my part.
We're turning him to the dark side. All right, Jacob.
See, mate, I don't know if I'm just, once again, I don't know if I'm still thinking of vacuum transport or what it is. I love Chapman Crafted. If you've ever seen any of my videos, I'm pretty sure I've mentioned I love Chapman Crafted. I love Brian Thorson. He's the lead brewer there. He does some amazing West Coast IPAs. That's the usual from Chapman. Yeah. I feel like this could be better, mainly because of my memories of vacuum transport. I do like this. I would gladly drink. I'm going to gladly drink the rest of my 4-pack of this. I'm gonna kind of give this like a 7.5, mainly because I feel like they can do better, and I know they will do better. And I'm looking forward to the next races.
Yeah, well, and that's a good thing to look forward to.
Absolutely.
I mean,
yeah.
Overall, you would say this is still a really good beer, right?
Yeah, like I'm gladly going to drink the rest of my beer.
Yeah, so I mean, going forward, I mean, Chapman's got some growth to do, but this is a good starting point, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So you would gladly drink the rest of your beer.
Yes.
Now, would you gladly buy more of this?
You know, that's hard to say because as we were recording this, they've already come out with a new West Coast IPA that I have yet to try. So it's hard for me to really say, would I get more of this or would I buy the next one? And right now, even without trying the next one, I would buy the next one. So it's really hard to kind of judge this one.
Jeff, would you buy this again?
Well, I'll tell you what, I was excited when I saw Chapman coming out with this beer. I really wanted to pick it up. I couldn't pick it up. I'm glad I got to try it. If I had an opportunity to pick this up again, I absolutely would. Jacob makes a good point, you know. If they came out with a different version, like a different New England style IPA, I'd probably be more inclined to pick that up over this one. But I'll tell you what, like, they were like, hey, my bad, we had a 15-barrel system that was sitting there, and we just canned a shitload of this stuff, and, you know, Old Town Block Party is just canned up. Do you want to come pick some up? Hell yeah, I'd pick it up. I also live about 10 to 15 minutes away from this brewery, so why wouldn't I, right? Why wouldn't I? I really enjoy this beer. If it was at a commercial, like, bottle shop or something like that, I'd probably still pick it up. I like it. John, what about you?
Unfortunately, not a huge IPA fan. Yeah, I gave it an 8.5 rating just based upon expectation. I would not buy this beer again. It's just a preference choice, right? It's one of the reasons why we have these 3 rounds, right? Aroma, taste, and buying the beer again. So honestly, it's just not what my palate enjoys. So no, I would not buy this beer again.
I want to ask you one more question, John. If I bought this beer again and I had it in the fridge, would you drink it with me?
Yeah, I mean,
That's all I want to hear. I don't care. Just stop there. Just stop there. That's all I want to hear.
the thing is if you saw our fridge, it's like 80% beer, 20% food.
Like 10% food.
And the food is bread, so...
Beer and bread is all we eat here.
The thing is unless I'm out there buying the beers that I like more than Jeff is buying the beers that he likes, the fridge will be stocked with your beers, man. Like,
Hey, as long as I have a friend to share beer with, that's what matters most.
love you, brother.
Love you, bro.
Aww.
Dun, dun,
And with that,
dun, dun.
thank you so much for watching this episode of Let's Have Some Beer. If you enjoyed this episode, please like, share, and subscribe. I want to thank you, Jacob from Craft Cascade, for joining us on this episode and
Yeah.
actually for bringing this beer.
No
we
problem.
really appreciate that.
Thank you.
And so we'll see you next time on
Let's Have Some Beer.